So the first of the D1 revision videos is all about matchings. So we're taking the 2016, 2015, 2014 papers, not the R papers, the original papers, and having a look at just the matchings questions initially. So the first one, define a bipartite graph. This was last year's paper. Bipartite, you're going to have 2 marks for this. Now, you've got to say that you've got 2 sets of vertices, and that's going to be 1 mark, and the other mark is saying that the vertices in the first set can only be matched to those in the second set, and vice versa. Next one. Figure 1 shows the possible allocation of 5 people: Larry, Manisha, Nina, Phil, and Theo. The 5 activities A, B, C, D, and E. Figure 2 shows an initial matching. So an initial matching means, okay, so we're going to just throw them all together and see what lands. So they've matched L with D, M with C, D, N with A, and T with E. Now start from this initial matching, use the maximum matching algorithm to find a complete matching. You should list the alternating path and state your complete matching. I'm going to come back to this point, but stating your complete matching, that is where people tend to lose one of the marks. So what we do is we go down here and until we come across our first unmatched node, which is P. So what we do is we write down P, and we then use this graph here, and we see what we can match P to. So P can match to A. So we write a single line to A. Now, what we've got to do now, for the maximum matching algorithm, is we say that A is already attached to N. So we say that's already attached to, and we say that with an equal sign equals N. And then N can now be matched to E. Then we have a look at our original matching, and E is already matched to T, so we say that's already matched to T. And we're looking to try and get to B, because that is the one that's unmatched. So T could go up to A, but we've already used A, so let's go to D instead. And as we say, D is already matched to L, so it equals L. And then L can go to C. And C is already matched to M, that equals M. And M can go to B. And then what we do is we say the words breakthrough. Because we've now got to our unmatched node on the right-hand side. And then what we do is we change the status. And by that, we change P equals A, we change this to a minus, and then N equals E, T equals D, L equals C, M equals B. And then hopefully we should have another blank one of these. In the absence of having a blank one here, what we now do is we match up. So P is now matched to A, N is now matched to E, T is now matched to D, L is now matched to C, and M is now matched to B. Now, like I said, a lot of people missed the last mark, and now what you've got to do is you've got to state your complete matching. They say that the complete matching is L to C, M to B, N to E, P to A, and then T to D. Okay, that is how to get all 5 marks for that one. That was a 2016 paper. 2015 paper looks like this. So a delivery firm has 6 vans, A, B, C, D, E, and F, available for 6 deliveries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Each van must be assigned just 1 delivery. The bipartite graph, we've already defined that in the last question, shown in figure 1, shows a possible matching. So this is a possible matching. a complete matching is required, starting from the given initial matching. So this here is the initial matching. So they've just assigned randomly those things there. Explain what is necessary to obtain to use the maximum matching algorithm twice. It's because we've got two unmatched nodes or vertices on the left-hand side, and the maximum matching algorithm only matches up one. So it only increases the matching by one. You need to say that. There are three possible alternating paths that start at either D or B. One of these is D to 2 to A to 3 to F to 6 to E to 5. Find the other two alternating paths. So, question B. Let's start off with B. So we see that B can be matched to 4. And again, we then go back from what 4's already matched to. So 4 is already matched to C, which then go to 5, which will then be a breakthrough. So that would be one of them, and that's the only thing we can do with B. However, if we start with D, see they've gone down this one here, so let's see what else we could do starting with D. So D goes to 2, D's got to go to 2, 2's already matched to A, which has then got to go to 3, and 3 is already matched to F, exactly the same so far. Then F can go to 6, or F's got to go to 6, which is already matched to E, so we've done that. But then they went off to 5 to get a breakthrough, but we can go off to 1 and get a breakthrough up there. So, breakthrough. Let's see improved matching generator used in the alternating path, this one here. So what they've got now, you've got to be careful with this. So what they've done is they've changed the status. So they've now got D equals 2, A equals 3, F equals 6, E equals 5. So what they've done is they've got rid of A2, they've got rid of 3 equaling F, and they've got rid of E equaling 6. But notice they haven't got rid of C equaling 4, so C equals 4 is still there. But what they've done is they've put in D equaling 2, they've put in A equaling 3, they've put in F equaling 6, they've put in E equaling 5, and we've still had that C equaling 6. So now the improved matching is... So the improved matching is A to 3, C to 4, D to 2, E to 5, and F to 6. That's the improved matching. Now we've got to start from this improved matching, and we've got to use the maximum matching algorithm again to find a complete matching. So therefore we need to start off with B, and we've got to end up at 1. So what we can do, we go back to this here, so B will go to 4. Now if we have a look at our improved matching, let's match up to C, which can go to 5. And looking at our improved matching, that goes back to E. And we've got to get up to 1, so that can go up to 1. So we say breakthrough. We then say change status. So then that B equals 4, C equals 5, E equals 1. So what I've done now is I've got rid of 4 equaling C. I've got rid of 5 equaling E. And what instead I've done, I've gone B goes to 4 now. I've done C equaling 5. I've done E equaling 1. And again, I haven't changed A going to 3, D going to 2, and F going to 6. So then you've got to and your complete match. You've got to say your complete matching. So now we've got complete matching. And that's going to be A3, B4, C5, D2, E1, and F6. That's it. That's how to get all the marks on this question. So now the next question was the 2014 paper. Okay, so the 2014 question was how to draw a bipartite graph. So we know that Ashley can do T, C, and V. Fran can do V and T. Jas can do C and D. Ned can just do V. Peter can just do V. Richard can do G, C, and K. So that's your first mark. Initially, Ashley, Fran, Jas, and Richard are each allocated to their first preference. So we've got to draw our initial matching on diagram 2. So Ashley gets T, Fran gets V, Jas gets C, and who's the other one? Richard gets G. Right there. There you go, another easy mark. Starting with the initial matching from B, apply the maximum matching algorithm. Once find improved matching, you must state your alternating path. So what we're going to do is we are going to start off from your first unmatched vertex, which is N. We say that here. So N, we can match N to V. V is already matched to F. So F can go to T. T is already matched to A. So say equals A. A can go to C, which is already matched to J. Already matched to J. And then J can go to D, which is a breakthrough. You then change the status. So N equals V, F equals T, A equals C, and J equals D. So if we then write that here, we've got N matched to V, we've got F matched to T, we've got A matched to C, and J matched to D. And we didn't touch the bottom one there, so R is still matched to D. But we've got to state our improved matching. So what we need to write down is improved matching. And again, we need to write it down because this is what people forget to do. AC, FT, JD, MV, and RG. Question D, and this is quite common, even though it's only come up once in the past 3 years. Explain why complete matching is not possible. Now, if we have a look at our initial matching, which is the top left diagram here, what we're looking for is either one vertex on the left or one vertex on the right, which can only be done by 2. So if we have a look at K and G, K and G can only be done by R. You need to say that K and G can only be done by R or Richard. And why is that a problem? It's because Richard could only do one. So by R, and R can only do one of them. Of course, what you could have said on that last one as well is that the violin can only be done by Ned's and Peter. It's exactly the same thing. Anyway, Fran decides that her third preference, she would like to play the guitar. So let's add Fran in with the guitar. Peter decides that as a second preference, he would like to play the drums. So Peter can go with the drums. Starting with the improved matching in part C, which is this one here, we have now got to use the maximum matching algorithm to obtain complete matching. So then it's the same thing again. And once you can do this, you've pretty much got this topic nailed. So we've got to start from Peter, and we've got to end up on K, which was the keyboard. So I've drawn this out a little bit neater. So P can now do D. So P to D, and then D is already done by J. And where we've got to end up, we've got to end up at K. So J can now go to C, and C has already been done by A. So A equals A, and A can go to V. And V has already been done by N. Oh, and that's not helped us out. So that way doesn't work. So what we do is we try it again. So P to D to J to C. And then rather than C going to A, we can do C down to R. Oh, sorry, C was already attached to A. So from A, rather than going to V, we can go to T. Right, let's try that again, sorry. So C was already matched to A. And rather than A going down to V, A can go to T. And T is already matched to F. And then F can go down to G, which is already matched to R. And then R can go to K. And then we've got our breakthrough. So we say breakthrough. It doesn't matter if you make a mistake, just go back and correct it. So breakthrough, and then change status. So then P now goes to D, J now goes to C, A now goes to T, F now goes to G, R now goes to K. So let's draw those on. P going to D, J going to C, A going to T, F going to G, and R going to K, because we didn't touch N to V. And that's it. So we've now got to write our complete matching again. Make sure you write your complete matching. Complete matching. Then we've got AT, we've got FG, we've got JC, we've got NV, we've got PD, oh, I don't like PD, and we've got RK. And if you can do that, you can do the matchings questions. Well done.